Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Putri Syahirah and my metric number is 159139. I am from Group 1 and our group will present about the Metamorphosis novel, The Fascinating Life Cycle of Amphibian. Amphibian, which include the species of frogs, toads, salamander, and newts, are cold-blooded vertebrates with smooth and slimy skin. This group of vertebrates need to live in the moist environment to be able to survive because they have a unique characteristic where they can breathe and absorb water through their thin glandular skin. They are also indicator species of environmental health. Amphibians reproduce sexually with either external or internal fertilization, and unlike other tetrapod vertebrates, they do not produce amniotic eggs. Another special feature of amphibian is their egg-larva adult life cycle. The larvae are aquatic and free-swimming frog called tadpole. Then, when the tadpole grow, they develop limbs and lungs that allow them to live on land. In some amphibians like frogs, they will lose their tail at this stage. This process we call as a metamorphosis, which generally associate with the changes that prepare an aquatic organism for a primarily terrestrial existence. In this video, we will explain more about the amphibian life cycle and their role to the ecosystem.
Assalamualaikum Dr. I am Siti Nusyairah binti Abdullah. My metric number is 157734 and I would like to present to you for my part about amphibian egg stage. Some general overview that we must know is water is necessary for amphibians to survive. Unlike tetrapod vertebrates such as birds, mammals and reptiles, amphibians do not produce amniotic eggs and their eggs lack both a hard shell and a soft skin. They must therefore lay their eggs in the water of other moist environments to keep them from drying out. Besides, their eggs protected from predators by the soft jelly-like coating that covers their eggs. Next, move on to the discussion about three differences between amphibian species in egg characteristic. First one is the differences in egg size and number. Different species exhibit variations in the size and number of eggs laid. Some species lay fewer but larger eggs like wood frog, while others lay hundreds or thousands of tiny eggs such as African cloud frog. Second is the location of egg laid. Amphibians display diversity in where they deposit their eggs. Certain species deposit their eggs on submerged plants or rocks in freshwater bodies, such as ponds, streams, or rivers like wood frog, while others might deposit their eggs in neem litter or beneath wet logs, for example, red-backed salamander. The last one is egg development. Variations exist in the mode of egg development among species. Certain amphibians show direct development in which eggs hatch into small versions of adults without the need for a free swimming of larval stage, for example like African cloud frog. And some go through indirect development which appear tadpoles and subsequently changing into adults, such as common frog. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Kisarah binti Sharifuddin and my metric number is 156384. For my content is second content, and what I want to talk about is what is larva stage. Larva stage of the frog life is tadpole, also known as tadpole stage. Tadpole stage is the same way of caterpillar in the butterfly larvae. For tadpole, in 1 week till 2 weeks, they still not move around because they are still absorbing the egg yolk from their egg. For adaptation in larvae or tadpole stage is first hatch. From 1 till 3 weeks, the egg will hatch into tadpole. Second is anatomy. The tadpole is already developed a gills, mouth, and long tail for swimming and also for eating. Third is food. For first week, they still eating egg yolk, but after that, they will need to find their own food because they had already strong enough to venture out in watery world. Lastly is type of food. They feed on plant material filtered from the water and tear off tiny chunks of nearby vegetation.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nazatul Afifah binti Kamruzami and my metric number is 157222. I will continue present with amphibian marvel through metamorphosis. What is metamorphosis? Amphibians take advantage of the wide variety of ecology niches through of the better evolutionary strategy of metamorphosis and amphibian ability to survive, escape predator, and adapt to variety of habitat is greatly increased through metamorphosis, which is a better their evolutionary success. Transition from tadpole to adult. Important stage of transformation. Metamorphosis, the key stage, indicate the change from aquatic tadpole to hard adult on the environment. Tadpole go through interesting anatomical and physiological change during this critical phase as they go through the transformative journey. The next one is adaptation and physical change. For making space for the growth of the limbs, the tadpole undergo a remarkable metamorphosis known as tail resorption. The amazing transition from gills to the lungs allow amphibians to breathe in air and adapt to live on land. Witness this amazing process experience. Skin adaptation know more about the unique adaptive characteristic of the skin chain that create protective layer to help amphibians survive in the hard environment. In conclusion, remember on the mind that while studying the physical chain and adaptation that occur during metamorphosis, this process is not just biological event, but it's also a captivating journey that defines the amazing life cycle of amphibians.
Next, I'm going to talk about the characteristic of adult amphibians. First and foremost, amphibian has skin that is thin, moist, and highly permeable. This skin allows for the exchange of gas such as oxygen and carbon dioxide. It also helps them maintain water balance by absorbing moisture from their surrounding. The second one is amphibians utilize two primary methods of respiration. They breathe through their skin, which is efficient in gas exchange due to its permeability, and also have lungs that facilitate when they are on land. Furthermore, adult amphibians are primarily carnivorous, feeding on insects and also small invertebrates. Most adult amphibians possess a three-chamber heart. This heart structure facilitates the circulation of blood, where oxygenated and deoxygenated blood partially mix due to the heart structure. Next, adult amphibians typically have 4 limbs, making them tetrapods. These limbs are adapted for movement both in water and on land. They aid in swimming, jumping, and terrestrial locomotion. Lastly, for their reproduction, amphibians typically lays eggs in the water or moist environment to prevent desiccation. Why is it important to transitioning to land? One of the reasons is because of terrestrial adaptation. Amphibians, while often associating with aquatic environment, they undergo adaptation to survive on land. Their transition reduces dependence on water, helping them avoid desiccation by retaining moisture within their skin or seeking shelter during dry periods. Next, for predator avoidance. Land provides escape routes for aquatic predators and facilitate the development of defense mechanisms against terrestrial threats. And lastly, because of the metabolism regulation. Less environments offer temperature variation. Amphibians can move to different areas to regulate their body temperature effectively, aiding metabolic processes crucial for their survival.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Sani Mirni binti Azmi with metric number 156862. I'm going to explain about amphibian role in ecosystem. Firstly, the population and general health of an ecosystem can be inferred from the status of amphibians, which are regarded as indicator species. They frequently exhibit indicators of pollution or habitat degradation earlier because of their permeable skin and greater susceptibility to environmental changes. Next, amphibians act as dynamics of prey predator because they have a variety of roles in food webs. In addition to being food for larger creatures, they also act as predators, consuming insects and other small invertebrates. Amphibians contribute to the preservation of the environment by controlling the number of their prey. Other than that, they function to control mosquitoes because they are a common food source for many toads and frogs. By controlling insect populations, they contribute of ecological balance by preventing the spread of disease that insects carry. Next, let's move to conservation challenges they faces. Firstly, changes in the quality of the water have a significant impact on amphibians. Some factors can negatively impact amphibian populations and inhibit their ability to reproduce. Secondly, diseases that can affect amphibians include chytridiomycosis, which is brought on by chytrid fungus. This disease has led to global frog population declines and extinctions. Last but not least, the kite trait may be endangering some amphibian species, especially those with striking colors or distinguishing characteristics, and uncontrolled collecting may result in population decreases.
Hello everyone, my name is Gao Yuansheng. Metric number is 155782. Amphibians are very medical and important animals. They develop aquatic traits from the time they are born as perch such as sharp of eggs and larva to spawning methods. The newly born ones adapt to terrestrial traits such as sensory organs, locomotion diverse, and respiratory and circulatory system. Metamorphosis is not only a new adaptation, but also reflects the change process of module organ system from water to land. In short, amphibians play an important and positive role in both the ecological environment and humans themselves. Protecting amphibians and their habitats is to protect humans' own interests. Thank you.